Question 12 says, find the real solutions of the following equation by factoring again. So again, notice how this is a degree 3 function. And we call it a degree 3 equation. We're going to call this a cubic equation as well. So a cubic equation can have up to 3 solutions. So again, to solve an equation, again, we're basically going to be using, from here on out, if it's a degree 2 or larger, we're going to be setting the equation equal to 0. That's going to be one of our easier strategies to do this. So since it's already set equal to 0, I'm just going to rewrite it. X cubed plus 6x squared minus this 36x minus this 216. And that's going to equal 0. Now, to factor this, since it's a 4-term expression, we're going to actually be using this strategy here. So the 4-term strategy is we want to box the first 2 and the last 2 terms. So we're going to put a box around the first 2. When I put a box around the second 2, we're going to include the subtraction sign there. And these are now understood to be added together. So there's like a little plus sign here that it's understood to be there. So once I have the 2 boxes, we're going to find the GCF of each box. So if you look at this first box, the common factor should be they have 2 x's in common. So an x squared is going to come out. So if 2 x's come out, that's going to leave me an x. And since both x's came out, that just leaves me the 6. Now, this next one, notice how there's a negative here as well in front. We want to bring this negative out as well. So if we bring a negative out, both of these signs will have to change. Now, the question is, I'm kind of curious, does 36 actually go into 216? So if I divide 216 by 36, I'm hoping that it goes into it evenly. It does. It goes in there 6 times. So what I can do is actually factor out this 36, but I also want to bring the negative out with it. So a negative 36 comes out. And then in parentheses, since I brought a negative 36 out, that's going to leave me the x. And notice how this 216 divided by 36 is going to give me a 6. But since we're dividing by a negative 36, that negative is actually going to turn into a positive 6, like so. So we have this x squared times the quantity x plus 6 minus and 36 times x plus 6. The next thing we want to do is factor out the common binomial. Notice that there's this common binomial now. So what we want to do is bring that out in front, factor it out. So usually when I say factor something out, that means to bring it to the front. So x plus 6 comes out in front. So if I remove the x plus 6 here, that's going to leave me the x squared. If I remove the x plus 6 over here, that's going to leave me this minus 36, and that's going to equal then 0. So the x plus 6 is a linear. We're good to go there. But notice how we have this quadratic. But notice how it's a difference of squares, because we know that 6 squared is actually 36. So this is going to factor into x minus 6 times this x plus 6 is equal to then this 0. So notice how we have this x plus 6 twice. So really all I got to do is set x plus 6 equal to 0 and x minus 6 equal to 0 because there's only 2 different factors. So if I solve each one of those, I'm going to get x equals 6. Nope, this comes over, it's going to be a negative 6. And when this comes over, it's going to be a positive 6. So that would be my 2 solutions, is negative 6 and 6. So there were 3 solutions. It just so happens the negative 6 occurred twice. So negative 6 comma 6 would be the 2 solutions for that one. So again, you do not have to write the negative 6 twice, just different answers.